Good afternoon, curling fans from Omaha, Nebraska, USA. You're looking at One First National Center. It's Omaha's tallest building. It is a booming economy here, once called the best bang for the buck city. The bobby pin and pink hair curlers were invented here. Well, we'll talk about a different type of curlers as they will hit the ice for the Curling World Cup, Leg 2. And our feature game, teams making their way out on the ice. Team Canada against Team USA. It is men's team play to wrap up the double round robin portion. Session 14 coming up. Luke Coley here will bring in Olympic gold medalist Rona Howie momentarily as let's meet the teams. For Canada, their lead, Connor Negevin. Their second, Denny Neufeld. Third and vice skip, Alex Forrest. And their skip, Jason Gunlickson. They will take on their rivals to the south. Lead, John Landsteiner. Second, Matt Hamilton. Their third, Christopher Plies. And their skip, John Schuster. And here's the standings. Group A, USA has full control if they want to try and get to the final. They lead with 12 points. China just behind at 9. Sweden is qualified in the other group to the final tomorrow with 12 points. And then the rest all at 2 and 3 records. How they get those points? Well, you get 3 if you win a round robin game within 8 ends, 2 for a shootout. You get to the final, you get a guaranteed 5 even if you lose. 10 points if you win the event final. Teams earning points, trying to get to that grand final. Here's where we sit so far. Leg 1 results, it was Canada winning across the board. What we know so far, men's final, Sweden is there. Their opponent to be determined. The women's final set up, it's all Pacific Asian. Korea, Japan, and the mixed doubles final is Switzerland awaiting their opponent, with the third leg yet to come in January. And Rona, we know one thing as we look at all the games going on, there'll be a lot of peeking on the other sheets. So let's meet the other games. On sheet A, Norway taking on Japan in men's play. Also in men's play, Scotland takes on China. Mixed doubles action, USA taking on Russia. While on sheet D, it's Norway taking on China. Our game's over on sheet E. We'll keep an eye on those mixed doubles because there's lots of scenarios. First, the rules of play. 5 stone free guard zone rule. 8 ends of play scheduled. Tied after that, it's a single stone shootout. They get 4 minutes of thinking time per end. In each of the first 4 ends, can't carry any over. 4 minutes, 15 seconds in the second half. No timeouts, but the interesting thing, the coaches are right behind. They can communicate with them. It's not against the rules. They can chat, and the coaches are very important. They need to know the scenarios. Going into those final ends of getting a possible 3 points for a full win or a shootout, different scenarios. Then the players don't have to manage that in their time allotted for each end. Yes. Canadian lead, Connor Negevin. First time for them wearing the Canadian colors. Connor works for Curl Manitoba, Provincial Curling Association. This team plays out of.
Trying to take that guard. Couldn't remove it from play. Just tried to split it open, but tapped it straight back.
John Landsteiner and this American squad that is in good position, trying to make it to the final. John is a project engineer.
Line's tight already. 2. There's dust. Oh, just up the center.
USA got a big win earlier today against Scotland, so they know they control their destiny, how this is going to play out. They win, they're into that final.
Yep, very straightforward scenario for them. It's always nice when the destiny's in your own hands.
I should correct, it's not even, they don't need a win. they can, even if it gets to a shootout, they win. They just need to get one single point.
Right there.
All the way. Line's good. Got a curl touch. Got a curl touch.
Tapping a bit.
Can't bounce in this line yet. It's getting close though.
14-4. We're in the pocket, Matt.
It's kind of weird that we're not tapping it.
Do you have like all of it?
I got like 3/4.
I still think this is best.
Okay.
They're just gonna run. They can't run it with this.
So 85?
Yeah.
Was that decision a little bit knowing who you're playing?
Yeah, definitely. When they're talking about running guards, they know that they're playing
Line on lane.
Jason Gunnison, and they know the bullet weight he can throw
Line's no good.
with that great accuracy.
This has a ton of curling to do here.
No.
Yep. Chris,
Wanted
you
just
gotta
to
get deep with
freeze
that
up
thing. It's gotta
on
get
top of the red.
deeper.
It spins off it.
Sorry, guys.
Matt Stone just overthrown.
Yeah.
Speed's real good here.
Leaves Canada line one. They do have the hammer. They're throwing the red stones.
Back 4.
Yeah.
Big room. Back 8. Back 8.
Denny Neufeld, real estate agent, 37-year-old.
Top 4.
Close.
T-line.
Top pin.
Curl. Curl.
Yeah, take back 4.
Whoa. Don't touch it. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Okay.
Hit and roll, huh? That goes behind.
Each of these teams with one new
Like
team
that
member
now, or
this
do you guys
season.
still like the just throwing it down in
Denny
here?
added to this
you?
Canadian side, and
If you tap this thing a couple inches and get inside, it's pretty
That's
nasty.
kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, so throw the same thing you just threw.
You like that?
That's fine.
Chris Plies, the new addition to Team USA in the third spot.
Mine's good.
Yeah, interesting there, Matt Hamilton asked Chris Blythe, do you like that? What John Schuster had just called.
Hard! Hard!
Hurry!
Right up hard!
Hard!
How about Matt?
Well, little chip roll into the pocket. And Rona, that Chris Blythe's the vice skip. Always sort of see with the vice skip there that connection from the front end to the skip, and that middleman per se.
Yeah, really important dynamic in the team. Because they are that,
Rock with board.
as you say, that link between the front end and the top end.
What? Kind of weight. Board weight.
Chris, a very strong player, but big shoes to fill because Tyler George was with this team when they won the Olympic gold. Different personality than Tyler, so John's having to deal with that as well. Chris a little bit quieter than Tyler is. Tyler much more vocal in his opinion.
Control!
Curl. Curl.
And somebody else on the team will maybe now need to take on that role that Tyler George had in the dynamic.
Oh, hit and roll right into the forefoot.
You got room in here?
The double
There's
on the
no
reds
door
is
to roll
there.
with it, though.
Right there.
Like, I kind of like throwing it hard and playing this.
Yeah.
As long as you hit at least half, these two go. So,
Okay.
2/3, Spiel.
Looks like tight ice, huh?
I think it's close.
We've seen some of the draws not curl in this spot, and talk about ice, and on a lot of the sheets we've seen one side as we see Christopher Plies, 31-year-old. A little bit straighter on this side maybe than the other.
Ah, shoot, it's strong. Okay.
Yeah, hoping to nick the back one on the way past, but does lift the double, which was the main objective.
You like firm
And
or
does
peel?
leave USA line 2 behind cover.
Peel.
Go firm. I don't see a lot of movement. Dead nose.
This will be pretty straight, Alex.
Alex Forrest, 29-year-old.
Whoa, whoa.
Try and play this run back. Right into the pocket, make the double.
Great shot.
Jams though on that one. Kind of unfortunate, unlucky the way it all hit.
It was, but they won't be too bothered because that yellow's now moved out to the side and is open.
Just real straight, eh?
Yeah. I should have just been quiet. I could.
Well, trying to play the run back. They hit the other one first.
Yeah. So it needed just to curl a wee bit more.
Easy.
I thought I heard Alex say I should have just stayed quiet and let Jason call it. This is worried about it making a move.
Hard, Snyder, go! Hard, never off, guys. Keep it moving, hard, never off. Never off, a bump's good. Hard. Okay, well.
Just switch. Just switched it up.
Touch inside.
Yeah, unlucky there. It was a really good effort to come round to the shot.
Back line.
Just sprung off it.
It's good.
Alex Forrest, the only left-hander on the sheet,
Whoa.
coming from the other hack.
Clean.
Hard.
Hair heavy.
Whoa.
Curl.
Curl.
Gotta curl.
Curl now. All you can. Your yellow card. Okay, whoa.
A little tap, a little roll in front. That halfway guard as we'll look over. Different U.S. team. Of course, the alternate for John Schuster at the Olympics, Joe Polo and his partner, Tabitha Peterson, taking on Russia.
Like the same draw?
Yeah, we can't. I mean, if it
Looks
stops
like
here,
Russia
fine, but
lying
it's hot,
quite a
they go
few in
bang,
there.
bang, and now we're
Sweep it out.
in the heat. But I think we're just
I don't know if they
thinking
can
about
do
this,
that. You
Matt.
only have an inch and a
Matt,
half.
we're thinking. I mean, I guess this means
Joe Polo,
we're just talking about.
and big weight takeout, trying to remove some yellow granite.
Come off the side one maybe,
Yep.
I don't think it's. I mean, he threw
but that one just falling back. I think he's just got nose.
So is that a 3?
just give me.
It looks like it is. The U.S. mixed doubles team chance at that spot in the final, but a steal of 3 early. Their work cut out for them against Russia.
I mean, edge 8 would barely get.
Many different scenarios, but we'll keep an eye on them as it plays out. Norway leading
Slicing across.
their mixed doubles group, but just barely. U.S. needs a full win in mixed doubles.
Just back line.
Yep.
So we see John Schuster, 2-time Olympic medalist.
Just back line.
Really gotta go. Hard!
Come on.
Hard, guys, go! Hard, Snyder! Get off, man! Get off, man! Go! Keep going! Never off!
Well, little chip, try and roll it in.
Good, John.
Very well swept there.
Good job. Great
Many
job.
people weren't sure how this team would respond this season because of all the commitments they've had, how busy they are, obviously being an Olympic gold medalist. There's
I liked that kiss.
other
I was like, we're going right through the
events that you need to attend to and being invited numerous places.
Rolling open and giving them back in and maybe jamming.
They've played very well on the tour so far this year.
And as you say, a new member in the team as well. So that dynamic is still growing.
I don't think we can play the same
Yeah.
turn.
And it's big shoes for him to fill to walk into an Olympic gold medalist team.
We either gotta play this run, play the dig, or straight peel.
I don't like that one.
I don't like straight peel.
And I think you peel it. Peel the yellow.
You like straight peel?
That's what I see.
Okay, play straight peel. Out turn. Straight peel yellow?
Sorry?
What'd you guys see?
I saw out turn red run back.
That's what I see too. Alex isn't in love with that one. I like straight peel. I think that straight peel is like should get a 1 or a shot for a 1 a lot. I'm good with it.
Wonder if this has to do a little bit with maybe earlier today, a couple of decisions that Alex and Jason didn't see eye to eye on, but one with Jason's. This time, Jason defers to Alex's preference.
Wait.
Jason, a man of the analytics,
Like the guard man?
playing the numbers that you play that, you may have a shot for 1.
USA need to be careful here.
Like we got in here, he has to
Let's
play
look
our
in
rock
Scotland
it's
and
over 1.
China.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Men's play.
Away 3.
And
It
draw
is.
for Scotland to start an early 2.
Fighting, right?
Right.
US can qualify
as long as you
if
make this one, I think
China
you put that one.
does not get a full win. in this game. They need the full 3 points to tie the U.S. and have U.S. lose the game in regulation.
Well, tell you. I mean, I kind of like. It's tough to guard.
Yes, it sounds a little confusing, but we won't even talk about the mixed doubles scenarios.
No, the men's is a lot more straightforward.
Hard, Tommy. Got hard to.
Bruce makes a good draw for 2. Early lead on the scoreboard.
So 2-0 Scotland leading.
A bit softer.
John Schuster and his team have to like that, but right now focused on his final shot. Without the hammer here in this first end. Plays the double, using their own, and nicely done.
Great shot. Y3. They did look at the guard initially, but this was certainly a safer shot.
Big time. Trying to let you leave it all on the ice in the first end, you know.
Thanks for that opportunity.
Okay. Okay.
Draw the button. 35. Is that faster? Okay. Yep. Give us a nice 35.
Okay, here we go.
You're good. And heavy.
47.
I got a real leg right now. What do you got?
I agree with heavy. I agree with heavy.
Final stone need the 4-foot.
It's all you. Come in here.
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Curling and dying.
Keep it moving, boys. Come on. Gotta really go.
Need to work this one hard.
Really got to get a piece of the 4-foot.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Good sweeping, boys.
Oh, well swept.
Denny was, yeah, we're okay. We're okay. They had to go pretty hard to get that one there to get a single point. Start this one off. Canada playing for points and $1,500. They have a 1-0 lead in the game so far.
It makes sense.
Should be a hard
But I
sweep
find
to
that if
top
we
four.
get middle of 12, we're not getting that hook at the end.
No.
We didn't get any of that hook that day.
Yeah.
I think that was the call, just appeal in the first.
I think on mine, we should have peeled.
Yeah, I was thinking
I think
the
we should have
double
double
there.
peeled
Maybe
on mine.
might have been
Yeah.
good, but
Yeah.
Because that angles there were no good for us.
Oh, they're
really.
real bad. No, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I was trying to crack. Picking. Stay with Got a this. lot of room. Lot of room. Lot of room.
You're going to have to switch this.
Well played first end, Canada-USA.
Got a curl on top.
Last time they played
Way
here,
up
it was a 5-3 USA win
Never stop.
in this
Even though we're
competition.
out, just keep going, Alex. Just go out. Get it over there.
Jason
All you
Gunlickson,
can.
Team Canada,
Get it over there. Get it over there.
were trying to
Sorry, do
win
you
the
want
men's
one?
division
Hey, Connor.
as their country mates Kevin Cooey did in the first leg. Actually, Canada did in all 3 legs, but so right now we know that all 3 Canadian teams won't be in the final.
Right off, Matt. Okay, line's good now. It's probably Matt still. Yep, go ahead. 16. Attaboy. Let's throw Steiner.
on the wide side of it.
What? Sticker peeled
But the member associations are gaining points and ranking from all the 3 World Cups. So they may get to choose who they send to that final event in Beijing.
So every point important for these teams and their countries. Obviously, you win the event, you get an invitation to the grand final.
Yeah, as that team. So if you win the event, you go as that team.
It's really walking. We just need to stop,
just need
though,
to stop.
for sure.
Whereas other positions will be filled by the member associations.
Nice.
Real nice. Great shot, Connor.
All right. I do that.
We have to.
Full 8 foot.
I like it.
Line's good. Go if you have to.
Line's good. Line's really good.
Still.
So Canada have got their 2 centre guards up.
Full 8 foot. Go ahead, line's great.
Got a curl.
Go ahead if you need to.
John Landsteiner
pretty
just
good.
being asked to come around top
14-7.
tee.
Over perfect. Attaboy. Attaboy, Steiner. Nice pair, buddy.
Great shot.
Yeah. Matt.
Oh, usual steady play. John Landsteiner so far. 4 good shots.
Heavy.
Top 4.
Have
Team
room.
right. Bouncing. Back 8.
It looks like a rocket.
Yeah.
Have room.
Back 8.
Okay. Close. Close.
Real heavy.
Close. Close. Connor's now.
It's too much to go under.
Connor, if you can. Connor, go hard. Even if you're not shocked, go hard.
Keep going. Keep going.
Go hard.
Sneaky. Attaboy.
There's shot, but you can probably do this, Matt. Just with here.
Okay.
You like that? You just freeze, too.
I hate the freeze, even
Okay,
if
freeze.
it's like this.
14 and a half.
Okay.
6, 7.
Line should be good.
Gotta make sure we're by the top one.
Whoa,
I think it's there.
whoa.
It'll
Close,
get here if it's only 7.
close.
Whoa. Not Chris, still Lance. Not Chris, stay with it.
Look over right next door on sheet D, Norway and China. Mixed doubles play. Norway
Beauty.
leading 1-0. Looks like China shot stone back button. We're very close.
Oh,
Looks
it
like
might be
red.
red, yep. Easier to see in the overhead.
Double to try and
Fight the 4 foot.
get rid of both those reds and score 2. Wang Rui.
She needs to punch that inside red over the top of the yellow.
Line close. Fight the 4.
Trying to make it curl.
Hard line.
Running. Room.
Doesn't get the roll. So a steal of 1. Oh, well, they're having a close look. Oh,
So they will measure that one to see who will score in that second end of play. Mixed doubles. Norway leads their group right now. Norway comes in 9 points.
Feel just the center one.
U.S. right behind at 8. China with 7.
Feel the center one.
No, then they go smash and it's gone. Which is fine. I mean, you could also throw one right in here, too.
I just don't want to give it a steal.
Center was shot.
They got some work to do if you keep it in front of here.
Okay.
That was 85 now.
I'll give you 90.
Four's good. I like the line.
Baby, yeah, line's good. Might have to let it curl, boys.
It'll go. Might be Chris, though.
Whoa. Whoa.
One up the center line. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Steiner, maybe.
No, it's losing handle, too.
Still
Stay with it, Steiner.
Steiners. Yep. Yep.
Okay, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, Matt. Oh, boy.
just losing its handle there at the end and just glided sideways.
I just, for the fans,
But still usable.
make one good one.
Or
and
even just
we're-
like back line and get the shoot out of there and
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
I think just touch it and roll away. T-line.
okay. Pretty normal, eh? Pretty nice, right?
It's
Speed's
normal,
good.
good speed.
Back floor. Whoa. Back floor,
Close.
back 8.
Close.
Back 8. Yep.
Close.
Back 8.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Back
Close. Hard. Hurry.
Still back
Harder.
8.
Hurry.
Connor Negavan, big scrub.
Big roll in the red. Big roll.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Good shot.
Okay, that works. Real nice.
All about angles.
It's not bad.
Good spot.
Yep,
How much you got here, Chris?
Right there.
not easy to remove these
Wondering
red
if you hit
counters
what you
without
can see. If
jamming.
you go like this and clit all the reds and keep all the yellows. It's tricky, you hit it too thin though, it just stops and that's not great.
John
But if you
Schuster's
hit
team
that-
coach, Don Bartlett, along with the national team coach, Phil Drobnik, and
Could you ever get
Canadian bench
inside
net
the
right
nose
next
at
door,
all?
Chris Neufeld,
Like in here and push it back.
Yeah.
Not with very much weight, it's more like
and their team leader, Nolan Thiessen.
But even if you tapped it nose, then this line's up for us.
If you think that's there with Peel, I don't hate it.
Yeah, like, it depends on how much we hit of this. If you hit a third, I think we can make this and get this going out of here.
It's like all I got. 2 minutes.
Can we peel the guard?
Yeah, that's it. Well, you can play this shot, and if you peel it, that's fine.
I think we peel, yeah. Play this shot, you get the guard fine.
Yep. Chris Plyce can't see very much from the hack. John Schuster said it's fine, hit all you can see.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, get by. Hit what you see.
Go, Johnny.
Ah, great
Look
shot.
at all the reds fly out. Crowd loving that. Kind of fitting this one's right on an end sheet, that the crowd is right up against the boards and able to be right there with the players.
Didn't miss that guard by much at all. Perfect.
It looks like I just can't use it as a catcher to me.
Or soft.
He's just freezing his own.
Peel.
Like, he's just coming down and freezing his own.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be lying too dead, not buried.
What do you see, Alex?
I just see I can't use that as a catcher.
Okay.
So either just hit and roll or freeze.
I like to freeze.
That's the shot.
Yeah, they're saying if they hit and roll, USA will just come right round again and be buried. So they should get there first. They play the dead freeze on the button. Difficult for
You can wait for line.
T-line.
USA to
I'm
remove.
good.
Back four.
Real. You can wait.
Heavy.
Back
Just
four.
judge it.
Close.
Back
Hard.
four.
Finally.
No. Back four. Wait.
Close. Close.
Back four still.
Close.
Coming down.
Straight. Bouncing in here. Straight.
Just over curls, they come down.
What would that ever been?
Get it in here, move it a bit, that's fine.
No lack of curl on the ice, that one.
Definitely not, because the weight was absolutely perfect. Just curled off it. Does leave a pocket for Chris Plyce to come down and sit in, and he can sweep to just tap back if the line's good.
Wait, good.
Whoa, whoa.
T-line.
Close
7-8.
Line's
7-8.
good. Oh, you got room. Got
Whoa,
room.
off. Mad if anybody. Go ahead, both go. Hard. Steiner, go. Hard. You gotta bump it. Go, Matt, go. It's okay, actually.
That one walked as well. Look at that one over curled the nose of that redstone.
Yeah, Canada lie short.
Freeze on this
Sorry,
is
buddy.
okay. He can see some of
Yeah,
this.
they
though,
could have
so
been on that
it's
earlier.
gonna be great if we go here, right? Then he just gets both. Yeah.
Well, let's look in Scotland, China. GB men's play. Scotland lying 2.
Really, really gradual, but pretty good hook hog in.
Yeah.
Zhu Qian. And this Chinese team beat Canada to keep their playoff hopes alive. Chance to get to the final. They need a full win in regulation, 3 points, and a U.S. loss in regulation to force a shootout.
提线。
可以下线啊，踢线，
提线。
踢线。
Need to bite the 4 foot to outcount the 2 Scottish counters.
提线。
下线，下线，下线，下线，下问题，下问题。
The weight was good, but just wide of line.
Line's good. Room.
Did it curl enough? That was the only thing.
You can go.
Line's fine.
Room. Big room.
Pitch and go.
Too much room, guys.
You gotta go.
Okay, all you got curl. Both go.
Both,
Both
for
go
sure.
all you can. You
Well, I'm assuming so with the kick that it's a steal at 2.
Never stop. stop, beat any of them.
We'll confirm that for you.
Good sweep.
Look, it was a steal of 1 for sure. Possibly 2 for Scotland to go up 4-0.
If I play off the backside of this, if I can get this spinning up and catch the back of this, it's just going to spin over here. I guess the problem if it stays here, but we don't have a ton of time. So.
Yeah.
You could do this shot, and if you hit that, it's no.
Yeah,
no
I
big
don't
deal.
know. Can I get far enough inside
I like
of that
this,
red
John.
to get that?
I like this, John.
You like what I called?
We're going to have this for a bundle. We'll have a run for a bunch.
You like peel?
Yeah.
Okay. Thinner the better, right?
Third.
So
we'll
with
throw
Canada coming up a bit short, it does give USA the chance now to
Actually, throw out.
come in off their own
A little more.
or raise red onto yellow onto red.
Whoa, 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 off.
Yep.
Once
Yes,
come
yes,
in
yes.
off their own yellow. Oh,
Well, and they'll end up chipping that guard in.
well, giving themselves some options now with his last stone. There's plenty of yellows to use. That red is a bit vulnerable on the
He can
1
do
foot.
very little on this side, but if he has to play it soft, he can do it.
Yeah. Just unlock and tap there.
Yeah, or just tap perfectly frozen.
Yeah, then he's got this
This
for...
is, he barely see this rock. He can't make it with any weight, or it's like he's got
Okay.
a finger of
So
his
just back 4, I see that, and just high. Or nose is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, you'll hear the players talking about half time. Each end is timed. It's different than World Championship.
Like that ice?
Tell me when it's 10.
Yep, they only have 4 minutes
Yeah,
of thinking time per end
25.
in the first 4 ends of the game. They have to manage that time. They can't bank and use it later on in the game.
Can really put the pressure on with this tap now.
Yep, if they can get right to the nose of this and just tap straight to the button.
Whoa, back line. Curl.
Curl.
Back line. Come on, Denny. Come on, Denny.
Curls big at the end. Is it enough? It's not. They come off the yellow.
Chip roll off.
I can hit enough.
Does it go out though?
I think it does because Matt
Might be okay.
it might not, but I think we got to try it.
Yeah.
I think we got a choice. We got to try it.
We at least score.
Well, I don't know. If
Well,
it
you
just
look
then
over
says
there.
we don't score.
Connor
No,
Negaman's
it's
shoulder,
only
a
issue.
2
What about this?
stolen by Scotland, so they're up 4-0
If you
over
think that's
China.
fair, we can play that too, but
Are they one or are they one?
make a choice. I got to throw it before 0, dude.
Yep, they need to throw
I'll
before
throw Peel in
0
as
or
much
they
as we
would
can, right?
lose 2.
Yeah, better to just throw it into the boards and give up the steal the way it is than not throw it and give up a 2.
Hard! 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 Come on! Hard! Snyder, go!
Try to hold this one off that line. Right back. And it leaves the red in there.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Wasn't even there.
So it is that red one that counts. Canada steals 1.
I think that's as good as we can hit it, actually. Yeah.
We talked on it too there.
Well, they weren't sure if it would spin out or not. And it is a steal of 1 for Canada. So 2-0. Canada leads.
But if anything, he could have played in off the side one for like 5. But he had to make it perfect. Not there right now. Yeah, I agree. We're close though. Doesn't look way there though.
Line's great.
Take a look, man. I think we're there.
I think he's perfect.
Back over to sheet A, sheet E, pardon me, for the Curling World Cup leg 2. Getting down to the final couple of games. 4 of the 6 teams that'll play in the finals tomorrow determined. USA trying to book a ticket to the final tomorrow against Sweden's Niklas Edin. He knows he has clinched already with their last round robin game to come.
Good. Let it cross here, Matt. You're off. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh,
You can.
I don't really want to go.
Okay, don't then. It's coming now.
It'll also be hard for USA not to be watching over to the China-Scotland game.
Well, right now the way the score is set up would still be the US getting to that final. As Scotland is up 4-0 over China.
Love to see him here more.
T-line.
The rocket.
Curls, doesn't
Okay.
it?
Still
Top
T,
4.
around it.
Top 4.
Straight. Around it.
Like, weight's good.
Straight. Lower body, right. And straight,
Biting
straight,
teeth.
hard.
Split teeth.
Whoa.
Just deep teeth.
It's gonna get by. It's gonna get by.
Well, look in
Good.
on Team USA in
Great
mixed
job.
doubles. Joe Polo, Tabitha Peterson. Nothing going their way so far. And again, Joe Polo with his final stone.
Yep, trying to do some damage. Line 1 against, trying to raise the yellow back.
4.
Catches the other guard. So another steal for Russia. They lead 5-0 after 3 ends.
Chris again.
US had a big shootout win yesterday to give themselves a chance.
Yep.
But right now, not looking strong for the US. Switzerland has already got a spot in the mixed doubles final in Group A. Well, in Group B, Norway leading
Three.
with 9 points. The way the US is going, winner of that Norway-China game, win that pool.
Halfway.
Halfway.
I got
Okay,
tight
line's
2.
close.
Tight half.
Room.
Looks like it's
Tight.
Line's close.
Tight.
Corners rock.
Tight half. Tight half.
Keep talking it.
Coming down.
We're close.
Halfway
Alex
out.
curl.
now. Alex
Has
to
to
finish.
curl.
Just Alex.
This crowd would dearly love USA to qualify for the final and see a
Great sweep.
repeat of the Olympic final. Niklas Edin and John Schuster.
Or do you want to run? I think we run. You want to run? Yeah.
Once this Schuster team has strong ties to Omaha as well. The Olympic curling trials for USA were here, a different venue in town, but in Omaha, they've got to see some of the people that were volunteers in the trials and catch up with them. So going full circle for them as you see the run back. Gets the one off the top. That'd be a lot of fun for them and for the city of Omaha to be able to have John Schuster in that final tomorrow.
Firm.
And obviously if Joe Polo and Tabitha Peterson can come back and find a way into the mixed doubles final, it'll be a bonus also.
Close. Hard. 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 Hard.
Well, the missed run back, Denny Neufeld.
Real nice.
Yeah, I like tab.
You make that or no?
Yeah.
Okay, just back line, Matt.
Same way you threw in the first.
More than that. You want to kill it?
What? Yeah.
Matt Hamilton just playing a tap back. Try and tap the one at the back of the 4.
Hard. Yes. Hard. Hard.
Come on, Lance!
Need to pass the top guard.
Hard!
Hard. Right to it. Keep going. Okay, Slate. Whoa, whoa.
Well swept.
Good sweep, guys.
Oh, very well done. Just show it. It's been a great ice surface for sweeping to hold a stone. If you get the sweep call at the right time, you can hold the line. You can drag a stone.
Yeah, we saw earlier on where they weren't anticipating the curl early enough and losing them, but now all the teams have got the hang of it and
Hard. Whoa.
using sweeping
Firm. Close.
to help.
Close.
Got to curl big.
Curl. Good. Just those. Okay. Real nice.
Like going a second one under
I
here?
kind of like just going. I mean, not really. I mean, they're biting the 12-foot.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, but I mean, we should be able to do that.
It's hard to get anywhere else. To get here is impossible. I think
We'll
that's
be
it.
very a full top 8.
As long as they're in for second shot
Is
here
that what I gave you last time too?
and cover the inside of that back yellow.
A little bit for line if you can.
Sorry, guys. Gotta go.
Hard.
All right, we gotta go.
Where we at?
3.
Hard, yep. Hard. Yep, gotta go to bounce and stay hard in this thing. Hard. Hard.
Well, you look at the hog-to-hog time.
Any bounce helps us. Okay, well,
Jeez. That just me, John?
what's that? It's just
tight?
light. That was a 15-5 hog dog. It just ended up being light, I think.
You had a 4-0.
So got fortunate that they rolled over to guard the shot a wee bit, but it's not fully buried with this big curl. He can come around and tap it back.
Real heavy right now.
Back 8.
Back 12 right now.
Close.
Back 12.
Well, let him
Curl.
move.
Through the ring.
Curl. Yeah, we're good.
We're not good. We're good? Like, not good.
Well, they end up chipping it further, just a little more weight than they wanted.
Sorry.
Okay, 4 Canadian biters now. USA really need to get the second counter
Get
in.
a ton more just in.
Be positive.
You saw the difference there just with those 2 stones. Chris Blythe's a wee bit light.
There.
Line might
Caught
be
the big
tight.
draw
Just
and
stay
then
with it.
Line's
with an ounce
there.
of running weight just hangs out there.
8.
Stay close, Mike.
Close.
Yeah.
It's coming down.
Doing really well.
Yes! Hard! Yes! Okay, whoa, whoa.
Keep it high.
Yep. Gotta stay on those. Yes! No choice. Okay. All right.
Well, and into lie 2.
I think so.
Too deep?
Yeah, it's gone back tee, so it gives Canada the chance now to come in and freeze on top of
But
that
nothing.
and kill the end for
nothing early,
USA.
right?
What?
Nothing early.
No, not early, but late, real good.
USA are 2 down. They would love to get their 2 back here. But Jason Gunlinson has the opportunity now to really kill the end.
Yeah. I like it. Okay, so similar to my draw to the first end, we're taking more ice.
Yeah.
And similar weight.
Yeah, we're thinking 25 to 30 here.
Okay, so not super quick. Okay,
No.
perfect. Okay, I like it.
I like it.
38.
Back 4.
Clean.
Weight's
Not
good.
heavy.
Back 4.
Make sure we're by. Make sure we're by.
Yep. Hard! Hard!
Can they hold it past that guard?
Real big sweep to get by.
Oh, just feathered it.
I thought they might have been a bit heavy early. They stayed off and took that curl and just didn't quite anticipate.
Like, so now there's something to run.
And that's 3 very big different results coming down that same path.
I'll count one of these.
Top 8 foot.
In front of it.
Yeah.
Roll behind it.
So it can be open. Even half, right? Open.
I think this track is going to be okay still.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm thinking like, what, 14 and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played
You
the
think
whole
that's?
last end over here.
Should we take a little more ice just to be safe, Chris? My out
That
turn's
red on the
kinda
left
going,
there
so
is very
I
usable.
think you go middle 12
for
and be
Canada.
pretty safe. It'll get there.
I think this side's
tap
gonna
up.
be a little bit
Yeah.
quicker than
USA
this side.
trying
We're
to
only
draw
trying
in
to go
to
to the full
cut
eight.
this off.
Yeah, if they
Makes that tap,
try
I
and
still get
draw
enough
around
for
here to
this.
top 4,
4, 4, 5 then?
so that the raise is a lot more difficult for Canada.
Well, on this side, I haven't seen it. This side obviously is
I'd
slowing
say
down.
4-0.
I assume this
I
side
like
is probably
4-0 over here.
Okay. All right, top 8 foot.
He wants to go top 8.
Really soft.
See you right now.
Easy, easy, and right off.
Line's good. 6. 5. Easy.
Line's terrible.
Well, let's look in Scotland and China, the other
Still terrible. It's
It's
still
going to be
Lance.
Lance. Always Lance.
men's game going on
Five is good.
in Group A.
Hard, boys.
Scotland line
Look a piece.
3.
Hard. Come on, Lancer. Come on.
Hard,
A little
keep
bit more.
going.
A little bit more.
Zhu
Come on.
Qian, very difficult shot here. Trying to hit all he can see of that yellow, which isn't a lot, across to the button.
Yes!
Hard.
Hard!
Yeah.
Hard!
Yeah.
Sunroof! Sunroof! Hard!
Oh, just caught the top guard. Another steal of 3 for Scotland. Takes that game to 7-0 after 3 ends.
Looking closer and closer, like the U.S. doesn't matter their result.
Yeah, but
That would be a very nice position for them to be in. Seeing that score over there.
yeah.
Like, I mean, giving up 3 is pretty good.
Mind you, USA are lying 3.
And if I nut it, I nut it. I see that.
Okay.
The tap, I have no clue how to guess it right. Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna do anything with peel,
I
right?
just peel and try and make the double.
2/3.
Yeah. Interim run double.
I like the tap.
Oh, okay, everyone likes tap. Let's make it, everyone likes tap. Then. Let's make tap. Tap.
He just said, I don't know how to get there for the tap. But his teammates say they prefer that shot.
If he leaves his tap, we're going to have this one here for 4.
Yeah.
Just got to stay patient. Keep Hamilton's head.
I hate how
He gets so upset about things, and it's like, dude, you got to chill out.
Like back 12. Yes.
Here we go. Make it good.
I threw the same weight last end basically on my second.
Yes.
That's the kind of weight we're looking for.
Determining the weight. Lots of discussion on both sides here in this game. 2-0. Canada leads.
Weight's good. Back 12.
The USA lying 3 right now.
Whoa.
Close.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Hurry. Gotta go. Harder.
Saw the last one over curl.
What are we going for?
It's over curling again. Straight through.
So comes too far, an opportunity for 4 now. I think Canada was just trying to get off that so it would tap it as much.
I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously mine draw was heavy, but like it is reacting nothing like anything else.
Your drop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like you have the same weight as mine, and yours walked.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
What's that?
You like this?
Yep. That's another 3 inches. Perfect. I'm going to give you close to the same, guys. If I throw it the same, I think we sweep it, it hits the side of our rock, and we get 4.
Okay.
And just different releases are giving different results on this ice.
And the communication is key. You got to talk about it, try to figure it out.
Touch more.
Definitely.
I like
One
it.
thing both these teams do is they do communicate.
7.
Whoa.
Probably.
7.
Holy cow.
So this has gone a lot wider.
Get ready.
Is it going to come down the hill?
Absolutely never.
This is ridiculous. What's going on?
Oh, close lens, close lens.
Here it comes though.
Holy
Sorry, guys.
Beautifully played. No worries.
Well, there's a few worries. Now there's no worries.
That's insane.
Yeah, no worries, says Matt Hamilton. It was there all day, but it's a big 4 for Team USA. And a 4-2 lead now after 3.
That was a nice pause.
Normal release, yeah.
Look at this one, just finish hard at the end.
There, Jay, like, well, like me and Jay had like the same weight there, where I threw it back 12, and like mine didn't do anything, and his just walked there with like
It started going, and then
I was thinking we were going to tap the no-go this one at some point.
Trust me, I don't forget it.
Well, 3 Canadians sitting there, but one wearing the USA colors. Looking in, checking up what else is going on in the world on the internet, as Don Bartlett, an Olympic silver medalist in 2002. I think, Rona, you know that year.
A wee bit.
Sorry, Simon.
Vaguely remember.
Sitting next to the Olympic gold medalist from 2002. Was in the USA.
Yep.
Don Bartlett, part of the silver medal Canadian side, skipped by Kevin Martin, and coaching this John Schuster team. Again, more Olympic ties. They're the reigning Olympic gold medalists.
Mine's okay.
Hard Denny, hard Denny, hard Denny, hard Denny, hard Denny.
Let's look over, see Norway-Japan men's play going on. Both these teams won't be into the final, but playing for the money and the points for their nation. Norway leading 2-1.
But facing 4 Japanese counters. Thomas Olsrud needs to outcount all 4.
I like the line. It's always Matt, though.
Like the way.
Definitely curling, so.
Weight's good.
It's always
Sweeper
Matt.
standing right back.
Full 8 foot's good, actually.
Is it going to stop in time?
You can bite the 4s. That's it. Timed out almost the same as this one.
It's not. Could be a steal of 1 for Japan.
Anyway, Lance, nice pair, bud.
So that evens up that game 2-all after 3 ends.
Yeah, and every game out there in the men's play is worth $1,500 for each round robin win. You get to the final, as the U.S. tries to, they could win up to $20,000 for a win there, $10,000 to the runner-up. But all those points we keep talking about, those add up to try and qualify your member association for the grand final in Beijing.
Yep, so that's what's good about the format of this event. Every game matters.
This first one's supposed to be straight.
Yeah.
Guard there, slides in.
Do we believe it after seeing those two?
You can do that, too. Normal. Solid normal, Matt.
And USA now with that score of 4, their tails will be up because they can see the score across the arena. Scotland 7-0 up over China.
Well, let's look at all the scores. You just saw 2-2 Norway, Japan, 7-0 Scotland leading. In mixed doubles, Russia leading the U.S. now 5-2, and Norway up 3-1. Mixed doubles play, and of course we're on sheet E. The way the mixed doubles score is going would mean Norway is into the final against Switzerland.
Close, close, yeah! Hard! Hard! Hard, ball!
One double made, we'll probably see a hit back, and Canada trying to just set things up in the next end. Connor Negevin didn't get the shots made early.
More weight.
Lean it. Yeah. Whoa. Yes. Okay. All right.
Nose hit right back. Means, look at the double.
Nose the deep one, maybe?
Firm. You can make it both ways.
You got it, Denny.
Outturn.
Outturn, bud.
Hard! Hard!
Well, they could make it both ways, but they miss it over the top. So here's a look at the standings. The way it sits, Sweden is qualified, 4-1 record. They'll play again later. But right now the U.S., 4-1, 12 points. China, the only team that can catch them and tie them with a full win, and the U.S. loss. But the trailing that they're getting right now is otherwise the $1,500 for winning a round robin game, $18,000 per group, and then $30,000 total for the playoffs, including $20,000 to the winner. That's all in U.S. funds. Go on a pretty good shopping spree in Omaha with that.
Christmas is coming up. These teams are away from home so much competing. They need to take presents home as a softener.
Weight's good.
Close.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Gotta go. Whoa, whoa.
Carl, if you can.
Hard roll.
Roll, you can.
So USA will be happy that it's a very clean end.
Sorry, Lance, we're coming back here again. Nose, normal, solid.
No guards in play for Canada to use.
Firm. Sorry. Yep. Hard. Good, good, good.
Good, good.
All right, if we throw another intern this end, Matt, we want you to sweep that, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on to my broom.
How's your arm?
It hurts.
Touch high,
take Ross on
upturn
whatever turn we
peel.
throw here. Let's
Should
get
be
Lance
straight.
That's not good.
Heard the
The
comment
sound
to
of-
maybe a little injury, a nick that's wear and tear probably more so than anything.
Especially if they've got a final to play tomorrow.
Yep.
Hard.
Whoa.
Hard.
Yep.
Go, Connor.
Right up.
Go, Connor.
Gotta go.
Well, trying to make the double. Another crack, but another double not made.
Shoot.
Big size.
Yeah, so
How much you throw? Really?
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
Should be a little
right when I
straighter.
called off.
Sorry about it. Firm? Normal.
just solid normal.
Okay.
Trying to roll all the way over here, but
Yep.
we beak it, he comes around it, whatever.
Well, this end all got started with a couple mistakes by the Canadian lead, and they're trying to get out of it with a blank.
Solid. Whoa. Yep.
Yeah. Hard, Matt. Hard, Matt. Hard, right to it.
I got it. I got the roll.
Best roll, anything. It's pretty much nose.
That's good.
It's pretty good, John.
Well, let's look in USA, Russia, and
He makes the
look at all those Russian, or pardon me, those American stones in there. It had been all Russia the first few ends.
Anastasia Moskaleva needs to be virtually on the 1 foot.
Well, Team USA would love a steal here.
Is that going to stop at all?
Yeah, I think so. Back to you, back forward.
Oh, so just outcounts 3 other ones, but it is a steal of 1 for United States. So they close the gap, 5-3 after 5 ends.
3 ends to play. They're down 2 points. They
Weight's good.
Close.
need to come up with a win, but ideally a win
Just back forward.
Bit of room.
and get full 3 points.
Back forward.
Whatever you need, it's got
Wait,
room.
no, wait, sir. Wait, sir. Wait, sir. Just
If
hold
anything,
on.
it's Connor's.
Go then, Connor. Go, 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 go. You gotta
Yeah,
get
just
it
go.
buried. It has to be buried.
Keep going. Keep
Go, go,
going.
go, go,
Never
go,
stop.
go,
Never
go,
stop.
go, go,
Never
go.
stop. Keep going. Keep going.
Nice shot, Jay.
Good judge.
So Jason Gunlinson just using that top USA stone as a guard. Draws round it nicely, does lie short. Back of the 8 foot.
You like that, bro?
7-5 on that.
And just to correct myself,
You had 13-9.
USA in the mixed,
Yeah.
they need a full 3 points
13-8 on that one.
You had 13-7? Okay. I still think I throw you one at 14.
in order to qualify for the final.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I have to throw you less than I threw with my first one or second one last time. My first one would probably be close, right?
Yeah.
So, mine ran pretty good. I got
Didn't sweep that one much.
Wait,
Really soft though.
So
I think
John
it's there.
Schuster just looking to follow
Lots of room.
Canadian
Gonna
stone.
get better.
Just want to
Gotta
freeze
get
on
better.
top.
Coming down.
Close.
Coming
Close,
down.
yeah.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Easy, easy.
Whoa.
Sweeper's happy with the weight. It's all about the line.
Only if you have to. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, great shot.
John.
Same job. Your arm okay, dude? Your arm okay?
85.
Yeah, like really soft. Oh man. Might be the cleanest I've ever like caught one like sliding. Like, oh my god, I was trying to get over the forward and it's like
Need anything? You want to just take it easy for a while. Take it easy. You got one big game tomorrow, right? So
yeah.
And if he makes it, he'll get one.
I got money there. That's my boy.
that's the horse, eh?
It's all about the money, man.
I got 3 legs.
We'll cut it off if we have to.
Well, Jason Gunlickson forced to draw. But a very good comment from the coach is we got one big game tomorrow. It's nice to win this one, but
Line's good.
Line's great.
Yeah, but if somebody has got an injury, then it's important to not make it worse.
Line's real good.
Just gotta go.
I know Don Bartlett would probably say, I want to go out there and hit. I'll go throw. But that one,
way short.
not even close, and just expecting it to be close, and it is a steal. So we'll go into the break. An even bigger lead for Team USA. Now 5-2 after 4 ends.
A lot of made shots.
I'm ditching that 5 rock. It's a pig.
You don't like it?
Yeah, stop.
Okay. Good shooting, John.
Well, first end and back and forth. Canada tried to make sure they had a shot to try and score. They had pressure on them against chasing angles, didn't line up. So Jason Gunlickson puts Connor Negevin and Denny Neufeld to work. Tried to drag this to the forefoot. And that's what the front end's for. Good judge, good sweep. Canada gets a single point.
It makes sense.
Feel it as much as we can, right?
Second end and a race against the clock. They were down to it in their time clock. John Schuster thinks he can go red and then have it roll out. Play this short little raise. But it won't spin far enough. It stays right there for a steal of 1 Canada.
If I throw it the same, I think we sweep it, it hits the side of our rock, we get.
And after 2 misses from Jason Gunlickson, he tried the tap to try and close in the rings. Make it tough to score 1 or even 2. Didn't do that. This one finishes hard at the end, just gets past that red, and it's good for Team USA to get 4.
What did you guys get on a split on that bad boy?
Same, but yeah,
that was a nice pause.
Normal release, yeah.
We'll jump over Norway-China, mixed doubles action.
Okay.
Norway in a good position to try and qualify. They lead 3-1. Looks like this, though, a chance to tie the game up.
Yep, Wang Ri is lying 1 yellow. Can get a 2 here. Yeah, plays that well. Score of 2. So all square.
Oh, 3-3 tie. Let's look at all the other scores. Norway leading in the men's game over Japan 5-2. 8-0 now. China still not to get on the board in a big game. Not looking strong for China there. U.S. down 5-3 to Russia in mixed doubles. You just saw it's now 3-3 Norway and China. And our feature game 5-2.
Okay, we need a deuce, right? PJ won his game.
Those are all the ends we need left.
Really? Down 5-1, they came back and win.
Deuce, steal 2, steal 1, steal 1.
Come on, really? Wow. Jeez.
Who he saved a few shots?
Wow, that's too bad.
I think Brad. I think that was reading Brad China.
Oh boy. 3 minutes.
Maddie, good second half. Johnny?
All right. I'll take my gloves with. Hard line choppers. All right. I don't know how you wear that stuff. I take them off about halfway through the end, usually. In arenas, at least.
This thing's gross.
Still got 1:15.
Yeah, take the lens cap off.
Yeah, we're gonna need to order more gloves.
Yeah. You know what? I'm tired of walking with this thing being floppy.
Well,
I don't wear them out, but
I like the mediums.
what's your... Did you get a ring, Rona?
I wish I could get like
Olympic gold medalist, the ring there.
I need to get like medium gloves.
No.
Proud to wear those. Not many people get them. Well, let's look at the numbers through 4 ends. USA leading 5-2, and the numbers tell it. Overall advantage to the U.S. 91-58 in draw percentage, 80-70 in hit percent. Overall 88-62. They each have a stolen point, but that 4 jumps out in the third end. Wide look from above. All 5 sheets in action. Here we are in session 14.
It's not that quick.
Running.
A 5-2 USA lead. They lead. They know, they see Scotland leading over China. So both ways, they look like they are strong to try and qualify for that final on the men's side tomorrow.
I gave him extra ice because I thought he was on your 5 first.
No worries.
Make sure he throws it second. That's all.
So just what I've been giving you, like just a normal.
And Rhoda, it just seems like Canada hasn't got a grip. Caught a few spots. Different releases or different spots in the ice as we look at low numbers for Connor Negavan.
Yeah, it's surprising because he's had a pretty strong week.
Alex, as much as you can, but not in.
It's not in. It's good. Weight's
Alex,
good.
then as much
Yeah,
as you can.
the ice has been very good, but it is tracky in points, and we've certainly seen different results with players with different releases. And that's where
I think that's a good rock.
the skip, when reading the game's got the difficult job of making sure they get the best out of all their players.
Like it.
Whereas John Landsteiner, 97% for the game. He's certainly not done much wrong.
Where are we at?
Top 8, top 4.
Just try not to be a dead pair of pants, that's all.
It's so important for the lead to set up the ends.
Which pin is great.
That dictates how the rest of the end will be played. It's all right, the skip having the strategy at the start of the end, but if the shots aren't played, that's no good.
Just over. A few feet over. Yeah, I think we're over. Yeah.
Mine's close.
Fine, if anything. High half. Stay close.
Where?
High half.
Well, Canada, they said just try and get that deuce.
Little bit, Alex. Little bit, Alex. Go.
Well, still got 4 ends to play.
Get it over there a bit more.
Hard out.
Get a 2 back here. There's only 1 in the scoreboard.
It's taking its time.
Right in the center line, guys.
What the center line, boys? Be sure to give me
The
plenty.
new 5-rock rule.
Said be sure to give me
Matt
plenty.
Hamilton's not able to peel the red guards.
Six. 6, 7.
Okay.
Maybe a little lighter.
Feels there though, you're right.
Probably Steiner. Line's good though. Still Steiner maybe though.
Line's getting better. Bobby
It's getting better
Steiner.
by the second. Go
Bobby
ahead.
Steiner.
Go ahead, fellas.
Chris, switch.
Hard, Steiner, go. Yeah,
Hard, Chris.
Go. Keep going.
Hard,
Get all the
Chris.
way to the line. All the way to the line. Good. That away.
Good job, no, it's kind of what they're doing.
Well, 3 into the rings. We'll see how, if the U.S. changes things a little bit with the sweeping, because Landsteiner, bit of an injury.
What do you like? What do you see?
Whatever
I like
roll
firm.
under, I think.
I love it. That's perfect.
Yep, now it's a chance for Canada to use these corner guards.
Close. Curl.
Denny Neufeld, 84% for this game.
Curl.
Wants to get a roll behind cover.
Great shot.
A roll over the other one. He had 2 options there.
It does for now. Can't really roll in.
Well, it's nice to clear a couple of those. Opens up, try and use those corner guards.
2/3.
Out.
Yeah. Straight away, USA say, nope, I'm going to remove these. That's what's going to cause us the problem.
Close.
91% for Matt Hamilton.
Whoa. Colonel.
Good job, Matt. It's fine.
Just removes 1.
Just fine.
So Canada can now come around that other corner guard.
Got to try and use stones. This is the 5-stone free guard zone rule in effect to try and generate offense.
Top 8.
Top 8.
Room.
Top 4.
T-line.
Room.
T-line back 8 now.
Okay. If we can, we got to start with Alex when we can.
We have a second. Let's look in Norway and China. 3-3 is the score. Mixed doubles play.
This is Barry.
This is Group B.
Norway line 2. Magnus Nedergården came down and tried to freeze the yellow in the wing, but just came up fractionally short.
Thick half. Could you ever snatch it?
So Wang Rei trying the big weight, cross the house double. Need to catch it thin.
This is the second to last. It is Norway with the hammer.
Oh, great result. What a shot.
Punches and rolls right up in front. She is a shooter, comes up with that.
Just control.
She's happy with that one. Had to catch that really thin to get over, punch the red, and then just rolls on top of it. Great result. There is a chance though, there is a gap between the yellow and red. Kristen Skazlian for Norway can come down. Just a tap back weight, tap the yellow back, keep the shooter, score 2.
How thick is that?
Say decide there the final shot here for Kristen Skazlian. Future Game Canada trying to get in behind cover again.
Let him move. Line's close. Line's good.
So just playing a gentle tap back here. It's got a long way to curl though. It's a nice weight she's played. Will it come enough to tap the yellow back?
Looks real nice, great angle.
Oh, great shot.
Made it all on her own, didn't need the sweeping. But a great shot for Norway to go up 5-3 after 6. Norway wins that in regulation. In the 8 end scheduled, they get a full 3 points and they would qualify.
Clean, clean. 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 Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead. All right, Chris. That's fair.
And that's a simple connotation out of it all. Otherwise, it could all be dependent on USA-Russia game as well. And the Chinese coming into effect that section.
Chris Plies, 88% on the game. Alex Forrest, 66. 3-point game and big difference at the third position.
Close line.
Oh wait, T-line. T-line.
Close
Go ahead,
line.
stop. Line only.
Close line.
Line only.
Straight. Hard. Wrecking all day.
Again, they're just not getting that spot. You got to get on it before it makes that move, because once it starts going, real tough to hold.
And they know that as well. You've got to anticipate the curl. Sweep it early, hold it.
And then he might have the run, but it's still, it's only for 2. Yeah.
What are you pulling in there? You give him a shot to lay 2.
Right, he might be able to make that, but then
Well, the USA in mixed doubles, Joe Polo, Tabitha Peterson, they know they need to win this one outright to have a chance to get into the final tomorrow. Got their work cut out for them.
They are lying 2 though. Anastasia Moskaleva, Russia, trying to catch the 2, but misses everything. It's a steal of 2 for USA. They level that game.
Wow, what a swing. In that one was 5-0. Now it's 5-5. Keep a close eye on that. USA needs a full 3 points. And Norway not to win that one in regulation to have a chance.
Yep, because China, they're only 1 point behind USA as well. So if China were to beat Norway,
we can probably just go top
all
8.
very exciting in that section.
Do that. Be a little bit more. Yeah.
That's what we like in the last round robin game. We want lots of ifs and buts and maybes.
75% on this game. John Schuster.
Not a very big ad either. Should be close though. There we go. Easy if you can.
Yep, line 1. So quite happy to draw a second counter around
It will though.
Okay, that's fine. Second up.
into the 4 foot.
Second up.
Still 6-7.
Okay, just back here, right here. Looks like you're here, Matt. Up, yep, you can go, you can go, you can go.
Just taking it further back.
It's good. Fine.
They're happy with that. Lie 2.
Underneath, what does he do?
We'll see how close the spectators are, getting up close and personal with their Olympic champions.
Got to be touching forefoot to be shot.
Just clueless. It's all right, though.
Shouldn't do much over here, right?
Looks good.
Make 2 good draws.
Full 4.
Okay. Do you see Denny 40?
Nope.
35?
Yeah, 35 would be kind of 30, 35 is what I'm seeing.
Okay, 30 to 35, bud. Right on the forefoot? Top
Yeah,
four?
full 4.
Yeah.
Top
Good.
tee, full 4.
Well, just 44% for Gunlickson.
Back 4.
Had 2 misses in that third end. Had the complete miss coming up short in the fourth end.
Real heavy.
Curl.
Back 8.
Curl.
Gotta get it off the line. You gotta get it to the line.
Big curl.
Gotta get it to the line.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Trying to get it past that front one.
Go, 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 keep going.
Just rub off it.
Go, go, go. Okay.
Great brush.
Good sweep, Connor.
Gonna get in for second shot.
Countable.
Yeah, just back here. I mean, even like here's fine.
Well, you're just a lot sharper than him. We're taking about the same ice, right? Like he just got by the red. Like it was like when he was on it. And then
you're right.
You got 1:24.
Because we can't throw this guard, right? Because they just run this. Yeah, back forefoot.
Matt just telling Skip how much time he's got left. 1:24 is plenty to throw one stone, but just keeping him aware that there's not a lot of time to discuss.
Full back 4.
Well, and there are no timeouts, so you can't
like
stop the
90
clock to have the coach come out.
Both at 400. Okay.
Different timing system here. John Schuster's last of the fifth end.
Careful, a little more line. A lot more line.
Easy.
Line's terrible. No, line's getting better.
Close.
Line's fine.
Whoa,
Might be
whoa.
tighter
Stand
still.
So they are also hanging on this high
Line's
red.
good now.
Back forefoot.
Oh, not
Here
curl,
it
Matt, not
comes.
curl. Straight, 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 straight.
Wow.
That one walked once it got down there.
Had to wait till it came off that top
I don't know
red,
if you get this one though. It's still only
but then had to hold it
pretty
past
flat off of that
that
angle.
red.
Actually
I
did
think
touch
it's
the
gonna
red.
get all, but I just don't know if it's the right shot.
Minute 50.
Draw for 1, unless they love it.
Okay.
Do you like playing it?
Sure. Whatever you see.
Like, it's definitely there.
This one here, bang,
think we need
bang,
it.
like over the top.
Catch it. Yeah, and catch a back one and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Probably is there.
Just the left side guard. Okay.
I don't think it goes for this one.
Yeah, but
Take a look.
We're playing the left guard.
They're looking at running that guard to the
it's on like half
off
of
the
that.
center line.
Maybe.
Like the
Do they
spin's right
kinda
to
like
drag
it?
it down, but they liked it. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty close to half a rock.
Yeah, I think half is a little thick on this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Thin-
thicker than half.
Thick half is what
Yeah.
we're looking for.
Try and run that one to the right of center. Try and make the double.
That looks good.
And the game dictating this one. The scoreboard definitely dictating the call.
Yeah, you heard the coaches say to them as well at the halftime break that
Half rock.
they really need to get their 2 back here.
Lots of time, bud.
So this is the only way that he can get a 2.
Whoa.
We've seen lots of them.
Whoa. Yes. Yes.
Got to try and catch about a half of it. Run it right through the hole. 2 more for Team USA. Had to take the risk. Doesn't pay off again for Gunlickson. USA getting closer and closer as this one goes through the hole to booking a ticket to tomorrow's final. 7-2, they lead Canada after 5.
Go the ton.
Yeah. Denny's curled logs too. Stay on them.
Just keep on them, boys. rocket might be a pig.
I think it's there, guys.
I still think it's there. At a 76.
Sack 4.
Let her die. Let her puke.
Back button, 13-7.
We'll probably stop back the button.
Well, the risk did not pay off for Jason Gunlickson. Team Canada down by 3. They had to take a chance. Wasn't far off, but it was another steal of 2. It was 2-0 for Canada at one point in this game. Now 7-2. U.S. trying to win their 5th game, get a spot in tomorrow's final against Sweden's Niklas Edin.
You're going to be sweet.
2.5, 3.
We'll have all 6 of the finalists determined after this session.
One must have picked that.
Great shot.
What'd you get there, Matt?
What's that?
What'd you get there?
An 89. Really like that one. I think it's there.
Careful, Blythe.
I think it's there.
Yep, all Canada can really do now is try and put the cover up.
Really, Rodden.
Try and get something generated
Do you have anything,
to build
Matt?
up a big end.
Let's look over at mixed doubles. We know Switzerland's in is in the final for mixed doubles.
Attaboy. That's
Could be
better,
Norway if they win this one in the allotted 8 ends. Right now,
行，传一下啊。
Yep, Kristen Skaslin just tried the double takeout. Only removed 1, but her shooter did roll on top of the yellow. So they do lie 1.
你的点啊，还行，我打的中线刚才掉那儿了。
Alex Rock.
little wider line.
So Wang Rei,
这力量很好啊。
Get her moving a bit there, Alex.
just a similar shot to Norway's at the last end. The chip back and try and score 2.
还可以。
Real good.
looks real close with the line.
Ah, great shot. Is it 2? Having a close look.
So it looks like just 2. But that ties up the game. So 5-5.
Whoa, looks heavy, boys.
A lot of curling to do.
Probably 9.
U.S. next door to them in mixed doubles. We'll be keeping an eye.
Line's getting okay.
First, we'll slide over and look at the men's play. 8-0. Scotland leading. Trying to get on the board.
Let her get as close to the nose we can here.
Yeah, Scotland lying again. China just not getting an opportunity to build up anything. Zhu Qian with an open hit.
Guard's great. Isn't it?
I think we still have to do something.
Needs to hit this on the nose.
I thought we just went under.
Facing 3.
Control, he said. Forward on the nose. Forward.
And it sticks. It's a score of 1. So Scotland lead 8-1.
Well, they
After
finally get a break to go their way.
It's good.
Straight.
Look at the other mixed doubles game, USA-Russia. They see what's going on right next to them. U.S. needs to win this one outright.
Curl.
5-5.
Great shot.
Nice.
Большой. Линия такая же. Только вес.
It's close to see who's actually line shot.
Yeah, you see Joe Polo taking a look to see who is.
Лучше делай, лучше.
Real big sweep.
Alexander Ehrman working this really hard. So that one is definitely shot, but who is lying second? Having a close look.
So it is just 1.
Just 1. So that game going into the final end. 6-5 to Russia.
Well, and if the U.S. can score 2 in that mixed doubles game, win that game outright, as long as Norway doesn't win that game outright,
Hard at the end here.
they would be at worst into a shootout if Norway wins in a shootout. But that game being tied, probably not going to be a shootout. We need Norway to lose, and then the U.S. would qualify.
Okay, I think we're pretty close to line. I don't think we need much to start.
We could take a run at it.
What's that?
And if I gas it, oh, I was thinking the double, the really
You
thin
can,
double.
if you
I
run
gas
this way,
it, we
Chris, it'll go
pick the
right
back.
through the hole.
Pin double.
You can play high side and send it through the hole. You like this or no?
No.
What do you like?
I was thinking just the.
No, I like hack weight right around that way.
The red one doesn't go out.
Hack weight, if you hit the guard, you're rolling.
No, but you
Sounds
get
good.
rid of
Hack.
it locked. I like this.
Yeah, so just looking at a hack weight to tap that red back, but if it does curl, second option is to catch the guard, open it up and roll the shooter in.
Solid hack.
Almost board.
Whoa. Whoa. Hard. Close. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Hard. 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 Hard.
Has he passed the top one? He has, great shot.
Everything.
This rock's tough.
And roll back, 4 foot. They knew hitting the guard wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah, buddy.
Freeze tap or right around?
He's going around.
Okay.
Okay, let's lose it.
Nice path, right?
Yeah, it's full
Yeah,
speed,
it's good.
same as this corner guard.
Okay.
Takes its time. Nice weight. Stop it!
Climb's okay.
Hair heavy. T-line.
Where are we?
T-line. Back 8.
Okay, you gotta get it going, Con.
We're back
Let
8.
it work. Let it work.
Back
Where-
12.
Where are we?
Back 12.
Okay, stay with it.
It's coming down. Back 8.
Just
That's
at the
dead
end.
bird spot. You can see it.
Okay. Shot.
So doesn't bury behind the corner.
Just sitting 3.
Yeah, we might have to now.
We're 1-3. We're 1-3-4.
Just pick the back again.
You want to do the same thing again?
It's probably safest.
Same deal. You piece off, it goes, right?
Yeah.
Is there any merit to nosing their shot rock and killing it?
If I don't kill
Yeah,
it,
you can,
though.
but I just hate killing extra rocks for them.
Yeah.
There's no great freeze
Let
spots.
them
I mean,
bunch it up and John can
I
fire
guess
at it.
that works, but you like this better or you like this?
Your call.
Hack, same weight.
You like board?
Sure, same
Which
weight
call
as
do you
this
like,
is great.
Kira?
Less broom too.
Yeah, I think they've got to get rid of the red. It's just another counter that Canada can build up. And they've got enough of a lead USA. They're 5 up. If they lose a 2 here, it's not a disaster.
Close. Yeah. Hard. Right to it, guys. Hard. Gotta go on this one. Go. No way.
Oh,
miss.
just rubbed the guard.
That's just the way the night's been for you guys. I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, you even hear that from John Schuster. He's been on the other side of the
Freeze the back 8 one.
Try and unlock them.
unlucky
Well, I
Honestly,
think
even
that
just
was
break.
not
freeze, they
scoring,
can't get this
right?
one out.
Yeah.
This one will jam there.
But it's that one where
Freeze the
you
back
could
8
up
one,
and catch
center
more
line.
of the guard and get a result, but you think you can hold it, so you keep
Yeah.
piling into it and
I
then
like
just rub
that,
off it.
Yeah. Let's go
I
there.
think we can write off
We
that
played
back
this a
one.
few times.
Same speed? You think?
This is close, yeah. It's pretty straight here.
Like just a couple feet less?
Yeah.
Or 5 feet less?
well, 7-2 game. Canada trying to plug away at this.
Back 4.
Straight if you can.
Don't want to.
Line's
Back 8.
good. Straight. Line's
Back
good.
8.
Whoa!
Off.
Big
Oh,
room.
Drew.
Back 8. Tapping
Big
it.
room.
Drew, Drew.
Can't then.
He just threw it, I think.
Just want to freeze this yellow at the back of the 4-foot, but overthrown it.
Goes around everything and out.
A big mistake there.
Well, and U.S. still playing their game, but they know they have booked a ticket into the final because Scotland defeats China 9-1. A solid win to end things off for Scotland. They won't be in the final, but they finish with an even 3-3 record. China will finish the same, 3-3. But we know our men's final tomorrow, USA against Sweden.
Yep, a repeat of this year's Olympic Winter Games men's final. Nicholas Edin and John Schuster.
And we'll kill it right over the top. To lie 1, 2, 3 goes John Schuster.
Who's supposed to be the hack? way player, and you're supposed to be the peeler.
But then there's a chance that one could score.
Yeah, I like your call.
Really small chance, but.
Edge of the 8. Freeze the back one. I was kind of thinking the out turn because we can probably get to the same place anyway, and at least it curls a bit more. But this is good. I'll just played it. He was 13-7.
Well, quite a way to finish it over on sheet C. USA comes back from 5-0 down. 8-6 winners. They have a chance as they'll look on the sheet next to them to see how it finishes. USA right now is in to that spot to get to the final. Depends on what Norway does.
Too heavy.
Where?
Back 8.
Close.
Whoa. I think you got to go for line.
Close.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Yep. Lock it on. Hard. Whoa, whoa.
Trying to get the angle here. Okay.
Well, just around, but looks like room to get rid of that one.
All over the place.
Well, I mean, anywhere high on this one, too.
Well, I think the problem is that, I mean, I guess this goes, right? But
No, you can pick that yellow.
yeah, do you like just peeling this out?
Yeah, what's he gonna do if you just peel it out? Same
Draw
thing.
for 1, right?
Yeah.
This is
Or
the
just
spot,
give
just
him-
don't jump it.
Yeah, edge rock.
If you throw the other one, you kill the one and you roll out, then he's got a double for 2.
Right. Then when I threw that one in, second in.
So peel weight from John Schuster. Just wanting to nick this red out.
Hard right to it. Right to it.
Clean.
And we'll pick that one clean. Leaves USA lying 3.
It's like Russian roulette when you slide down the center line, you have to set it back on ice that falls.
Put it on the 2 line?
Yeah, same shot.
Same throw.
All right, Jay, here you go.
Well, Jason Gunlickson try and draw for that single point. USA's done a good job, and even though they know already, you can see the score that they are into the final tomorrow.
Stay close.
Yeah.
Where?
Real close.
T-line. Hard then.
Don't want it.
Okay, no, you're fine.
Back 4.
You're fine, you're fine. Back 4. Real close.
Don't want it.
Sweeper's happy with the weight of this.
Yep.
Well, get past the top one. Well, chip, roll off, and there it is, a single point.
Thanks, guys.
7-3,
Good luck.
and that is it. They've seen enough. They concede, so the U.S. into the final. Now 5-1. They'll take on Sweden, Olympic gold medal final rematch. So handshakes there. We know the men's final. Waiting to see who will be the last team to qualify in mixed doubles.
Okay, all right.
So there will be a shootout for Team USA.
Throw 1. Okay.
And we will measure.
Okay.
Take one down.
Yep.
But before they do that, we'll show you the end. This is the final stone. Norway, China. Norway wins, they're into the final. They lose, the USA's in.
Yep, Kristen Skaslin just has to draw the button. She's got backing. Magnus Nedergotten in charge of the weight. Here it comes.
This one coming over nicely right into the button, right to the button.
And
Norway
she's made it.
into the final.
Oh, she's happy.
Norway will make it to the final tomorrow with that win, as they knock off China.
Norway were the Olympic bronze medalists in the mixed doubles. And Switzerland were the Olympic silver medalists.
Faen så gøy kamp. Ja, riktig. Da må vi opp tidlig I morgen også. Deilig.
Ja, men det er bare for å være. Morgenkamper, det liker vi.
Vi liker det egentlig.
Well, let's look at what we know. We have the finals are all set in the first leg of the Curling World Cup. Canada winning in men's, women's, and mixed doubles. We know our finals now, Rona, and the men's side, it's the Olympic gold medal final rematch. Nicholas Edin against John Schuster, Sweden, USA. It's Korea, Japan, a rematch of the Pacific Asian Championship. Those exact same two teams will play for the final there. And mixed doubles, Switzerland. Martin Rios, Jenny Perret will take on Norway, an all-European affair. In that one, as they'll take on Norway, and Magnus Nedergotten and Kristin Skazian. It will be an exciting day of finals here at the Curling World Cup. It's leg 2. Obviously, the winners go to the grand final as well in May in Beijing. The third leg still to come. But clutch shot from Kristin Skazian, knowing what was on the line with her last shot. To get to that final. We still do have one more session left here before the finals tomorrow. Let's look at the standings. The mixed double standings, Switzerland 6-0. A near perfect 18 points, one shootout win, so that's where they missed out on that. Korea 3-3, then Canada 2-4, Sweden 1-5 in Pool A. Group B, Norway winning it by just the smallest of margins, 12 points. USA 4-2, same record, but 11 points. China and Russia 2-4 records.
Magnus Nedergotten is the one person who's been in the final in the first leg and the second leg.
And now the men's standings. Group A, USA qualifying 5-1, 15 points, while Sweden, one more game to play. They qualified earlier today, defeating Norway. So Sweden, USA in the men's standings. As the last session still to come later today, with Sweden will take on Switzerland in that last game tonight on the men's side. So lots of surprising that Canada going 1-5 will slide over to the women's side, and Canada, who won all 3 legs, won't be in the final in any of them. As you see, they just miss out. They're just behind Korea. As Korea qualifies, they're 4-1. They'll play later today, but they know they beat Canada twice, so they qualify in that one ahead of them, followed by the US and Russia. And Japan unbeaten 5-0. They're going to try and go 6-0 here this evening, winning out. While Scotland 3-2, Sweden 2-3, Anna Hasselborg, the Olympic champ, struggling a little bit in this one. And then China rounding out Group B, who are at 0-5. Again, everyone trying to get to that final. You win that, you get to go to the grand final in Beijing. We're in leg 2 in Omaha, Nebraska. Lots of things to play for. Every game's worth money. Every game's worth points. So we're seeing John Schuster and his team drawing for a possible, if there's a tied record between them and Nicholas Edin, of who has last stone in the first end. Tomorrow in the men's final, if Sweden wins tonight, they'll have the same records. They'll do the same thing to determine that all-important first stone or final stone in the first end. And that they'll all throw. They'll throw out the worst one in the average. So John Schuster and his side done their shootout.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the home end where we have a special presentation. Please welcome Ms. Kate Caitness, President, World Curling Federation, to present John Schuster, the skip of Team USA, with the Olympic winners banner.
Hello, everyone. As everyone knows, we had a fantastic Olympics and Paralympics in Pyeongchang earlier this year. And of course, the team here from the US made history to win the gold medal. And so because of this, the World Curling Federation have a special banner which we will present to John and his team and his coach, and which he can hang in his own ice rink back home. So really on behalf, we want to say huge congratulations once more to the US team, the Olympic team, who are here with us today together with their coach. So big round of applause, please, and could John come forward with his team to collect. World Cup. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Ms. Caitness, and congratulations to Team Schuster.
Well, our session 14, a final. USA defeating Canada 7-3. Canada had enough with that single point in 6. And third end, Jason Gunlickson, a couple of misses, just really couldn't set it up. They had the opportunities, but John Schuster now needing this out turn to try and make this draw, and it just curls at the end to get past that stone in the top 12 foot to score 4, and the big end for Team USA. And a draw here for one. John Schuster made the perfect freeze, taking any chance at 2 away for Jason Gunlickson in Canada. Gunlickson and his sweepers pull right up. They don't even make it to the rings. It's a steal of 1 and a commanding lead for the U.S. at that point. Fifth end, knowing the situation, they had to take the risk, play this run double. Gunlickson right through the hole, just couldn't hold the line. And it is a steal of 2 for Team USA. And after drawing for 1, that was enough for Team Canada. Couldn't mount any offense against the US despite a starting 2-0 up. They lose. A look at the other games. Norway beats Japan 9-2. Sheet B, Scotland defeats China 9-1. US comes back against Russia to win in mixed doubles 8-6. While Norway, a last rock winner against China 6-5. They defeat China, qualify for the final, and the U.S., as you saw, winning their into the final as well with that victory over Canada. As we see the men's standings, USA 5-1 record to qualify out of the Group A, while Sweden 4-1, they qualify in Group B play. Leading us to this, the finals tomorrow of Leg 2 of the Curling World Cup. Men's final will be Sweden against USA. Women's final, Korea against Japan. And the mixed doubles championship, Switzerland taking on Norway.
Well, John, many congratulations. A very dominating performance out there tonight over Canada. How do you feel about the way your team are playing right now?
Oh, we're playing great. It's very evident that we've done a lot of work this year together to get to this particular point, and I'm just really proud of how the guys on the team are performing on the ice.
So you've earned yourself a rematch of the Olympic final against Nicholas Edin tomorrow. How does that sound?
That sounds like a lot of fun. I think it's something that we've had a lot of chances to talk about throughout the last year about that last game, and I'm sure they're going to be really grinding tomorrow to try to see if they can't put one on us. So it should be a fun game.
And you've just been presented by the World Curling Federation with your Olympic banner in front of your home crowd. How does that feel?
That's pretty special. I mean, Chris has had his World Junior Championship banner hanging in our club, and it's always been my goal to get one of those white banners hanging in our club as well. And to get that in front of a big crowd here in Omaha today was a lot of fun.
Well, first Curling World Cup final tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Rona.
Well, John Schuster into the final tomorrow. The finals are set. For Rona Howie, myself, Luke Coley, and our entire crew, thanks for watching the Curling World Cup.
Keep going, go, go.